Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here today with Maddie with this, that, and another thing, which when we talk about energy and this, that, and the other thing. So,
We will talk about anything, just not interactive stuff.
no interactive stuff. And if you ask for interactive stuff, we'll say, come on Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
And we may have 4 readers on Sunday,
Or,
possibly. Me, you,
oh,
uh,
me,
Taylor, and the young
Elliot.
Elliot. Yeah. So, and Elliot is very well, like Tay Tay, our Taylor. He's very talented, but he's rather new. So I suspect, though, he has a talent that's pretty extraordinary, and
From
uh,
what I've seen.
and he's also got a really good personality,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which is
it's
kind of
right.
exciting. Yeah, because I mean, he helped you with a lot of things. So I saw his hand a few times at the top of his head. But yeah, so the energy today,
Oh,
it, oh my God, kind of energy.
yeah, just
And
kicking. Well, the weather doesn't help either because it's been just dark all day long, it seems.
okay, she's coming home. It's going to be loud for a few minutes because my dog is still very jealous. I can hold Kitty, no problem. But Elle cannot hold Kitty. She will howl. How dare you hold the kitty? That's you're my mommy. So when she walks in the door, it will be loud because for the last 6 months or so, Jelly Bean has been terribly spoiled, being the only dog, and
Yeah,
she hates it. And we're very bad. We do spoil our animals very much. I had one man say to
yeah,
me, when I die, I'm coming back as one of your animals."
yeah. That's what I say too. I'm coming. Well, I can't come back as my own animal, but
Yeah.
I'd come back as an animal for sure in a good home because yes, they are spoiled. That's what Elliot said when he was here too about Charlie. He was like, Sir Charles, you are one spoiled kitty.
Yeah. Well, I call Mikoto princess. She's
Yeah,
good personality, but she's still a princess.
yeah, she's a cute one too.
Oh, she definitely is. She's probably not going to be very happy though, because she had her second shot. When
Oh,
she was like that big, she's like that big. I
yeah,
she's just doubled in size.
she has grown.
Well, she's got a ferocious appetite.
Does she?
5 times a day she eats.
Wow.
And I figure, and she's bony under that fur. That it's hair. It's not fur. Under that hair, she's really quite bony. I don't know how she manages to grow so fast. And she. You turn your face away for a minute, she's gone. I think we should have called her Ninja Kitty.
Oh, isn't that funny? Because that's what I call Charlie, Ninja Kitty. Is I'll be looking for him all over the place, can't see him. I will turn for 2 seconds, turn back, and there he is, sitting right beside me, just staring at me. And
And
it's like, where the hell did you come from?
yeah,
Like,
and
he
they
scares
blinking
the hell
at
out
you,
of me.
right?
He scares the hell out of me half the time because he sneaks up.
Well, I don't know how many times I've nearly tripped over her because she gets right under my feet.
Mm,
So a couple more weeks and she'd probably be a cam kitty,
be what, Kitty?
a cam kitty.
Mm, hmm.
That is a play on words, yes.
Sorry, I just need to grab a Kleenex. I tried the old eyeshadow thing again. You'd think I put it on, and as soon as I put it on, I went, damn! And I tried to take it off, but it's still affecting my eyes. Or I could just say I'm crying.
Yeah. Well, you have every right to cry. It's as I say, the energy is really bizarre. I know four people that messaged me, and they're really stressed. And then my daughter, she says, I don't know what's the matter. I'm just so tired, which I think is another symptom of the energy of the stress. And
Oh,
isn't there a lot of coronal mass ejections or sunspots right now?
yeah, having lots of those, and that's creating a lot of havoc
A
too with
lot of headaches, right?
headaches and tired and muscle aches and just listlessness. And that's how I'm feeling. I could just go crawl into bed and stay there.
Yeah, I'd like to, but my legs say, yeah, you've in bed long enough, get up.
Mm,
So Aisha,
yeah,
you can ask a question on Sunday, but the only thing you can ask a question about today is the energy, because that's all we're talking about. We're talking about this, that, and the other thing, but we're not doing an interactive right now. And besides that, I don't have the wherewithal to do interactives.
not right now.
Yeah.
Oh, so, so I'm going to read my little blips. The moon went into Aries today. The moon, the moon in Aries, sextile Jupiter in Gemini.
Isn't it the 15th supposed to be something big?
Yeah. Full moon,
Yeah, but what, and
super moon,
so it's in Aries.
and it will be in Aries. Yeah. What to expect? Feelings of expansiveness, optimism, and excitement may be extra present. What to do? Allow yourself to get excited about new potential ventures in your life. What not to do? Try not to get too lofty or unrealistic and avoid just thinking about things without putting them into action.
So one of the things I've noticed about today, because I've talked to a few people, and a lot of it I'm finding that people are having problems with is resistant to, so we're always taught, stand on your own 2 feet, just keep on trudging through, whether you have, just stick to it. You can do it, you know. But I think what we're doing is we're trying to switch over to let just know that you're looked after by the universe and trust the universe, which is really hard to do because we want that feeling of control. We want that feeling of that we can keep it in certain parameters. Because if we trust the universe might take us over here, and we were heading that direction. Not that this isn't a better place, but
Well,
that
I think if
we
the
have to
universe is
switch our mind.
taking you that way, then it is a better place than what you planned on. So just go with it.
Yeah, that's the thing, but it's the actual giving in.
Yeah.
When you get to the place where you're giving in, it feels like you're being traitorous to yourself because we've trained to just keep on doing one foot in front of the other, work, just push through. And we're doing exactly opposite of what we've been taught to do.
Yeah.
And so we get this sense of, I'm not good enough. I should be able to do this. But when in actual fact, you're doing the right thing. You know that song, Jesus Take the Wheel? Well,
Well, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've actually heard the song itself.
we used to sing it when Elle and I were in the choir. We used to sing it in the choir,
Hmm.
and I'm probably going to upset a lot of people. It's a awful song. It's horrible. But I just didn't like. I'm not a country and western fan. That's basically what it amounts to.
Hmm.
But let go and let God. But then God has a simple old gray-haired man with a long white beard, right? So let go and let the universe is probably maybe an easier way of saying it. But I don't think people realize the depth of letting go. So when you do,
Well, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard concept to grasp, to just let go and let God, and
and
especially
not
when you're all like this and not
like,
inside and you're
how am I going to
fearful
pay
and
the
you're,
rent this week? How am I going to feed my kids this week?
yeah, it's not, you just don't go, oh, oh well, the universe is going to look after me.
Yeah. And I don't think
Even
it's,
though the universe probably will look after you, but you
yeah.
have that fear that's stopping
And
the
that's
block.
the fear that stops you is the fear that causes you not to be able to feed your kids.
Yeah,
But you can't, but how do you know this
yeah,
until it's a done deal?
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's the trick, right? After it's a done deal, it's, oh yeah, well, that's simple enough. I'm not worried.
yeah. But then again, you do it again, the very next thing you need to worry about.
Until you get to the place where you just go, oh yeah, okay.
Hmm.
And I'm not 100% sure that you can, well, obviously people make it because they're enlightened beings on this planet. Or, I'm not sure how many enlightened beings there are. I've heard different stories, like 500, but I suspect there's more than that
Hmm.
because in the universe there are many enlightened beings, but the ones that come to Earth at any given time, there may only be 500 or 5,000. Right now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was at least 5,000
Hmm.
because of what we're going through, the shift we're going through. And the problem with enlightened beings is they can't come and tell you what to do. They can sort of edge you over, but they say, but you got to learn yourself, right? So people talk to me and they say, "Oh, I'm standing in my own way." Yeah, but that's the way it is for every lesson, isn't it?
Say, I think we all are.
Yep. And and sometimes we want things that are not good for us
Hmm.
because we're dumb.
Well, we think they're good for us.
Well, we think they are, but that doesn't mean
Doesn't
that,
mean they are.
yeah. And if it's, and sometimes, and the, here, it's going to get loud. I might have to get up and move my little girl outside for a minute. Let's see. Jelly bean, jelly bean. Let me see if I can just
Okay.
wait.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, I know, but she's not in yet. Jelly, here, girl.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to read this little
Yeah,
thingy, other
do.
little thingy that I've got.
Yeah. Hey,
So
Jelly.
for the, I think this is for the full moon. It says to expect the unexpected as this full moon follows through with the seeds you planted back in May 2024. So if you can remember back to 2024 when there was the full moon or the new moon and you were asking for whatever, now is when it's going to happen, I guess. It says, as well as the energy you put out on 11/11. So that would have been the 11/11/11 portal because it's November 11th. What else was it? It was November. Oh, it was Remembrance Day. So at 11 o'clock.
You got it?
11 o'clock on the 11th day, the 11th month. It was an 11/11/11 portal. It will shake things up to align you with the path of your karma, your desires, your destiny, and your liberation. Um, Karmic rewards come in all shapes and forms. Be open to seeing from new perspectives to understand the gifts and blessings being presented to you. You will need to step up, make lifestyle changes, take responsibility, and set boundaries as you reshape your foundation. It's time to leave your comfort zone. And I think that's what, isn't that what Elijah was just saying, basically? Um, we're just so used to being, we're so used to being in one kind of energy that stepping outside your comfort zone is not something that you're eager to do. And through this moon, just take it easy, meditate, spend time in nature, practice mindfulness and grounding, reflect, journal, receive energy healing, take deep breaths, stay calm. Seeing the number 222-333-444 at this time serves as a validation that the changes or realignments you are experiencing are on their way.
Well, one thing I noticed today with the people I talked to, the people who are the most stressed, things came out fine for them.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I get that. I get that because I've been kind of stressed myself, but things are just kind of smoothly flowing and
But
things
the
are working out.
kind of stress you're going under though is it's more mourning than self-created.
I think so.
And that's a different thing completely.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm feeling it more. I don't know. This is a crazy thing to say, but I'm feeling it more than I thought I would.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to say I knew you would because I have to say that because my favorite thing is to say I told you so. But but it's 30 years, and even though you had pre-knowledge that Ted was going to pass, it's
Yeah.
still it's still a definitive ending,
Yes.
and it's you haven't actually got to the new beginnings yet.
No. No. I'm still trying to tie up all the loose ends and the
Yeah.
last dealings and
And it'll be even after they're tied up, it'll be another month until you go, yeah, this is settled in.
right.
It in the past, in the 1800s, women would wear mourning for 7 years. They said it took 7 years to mourn. Well, I don't think we have to mourn that long, but it does take time. I know I had a horse die on me years ago. It took me 5 years before I stopped mourning that horse. Or I had a dog, Joe. It was Bridget Jones actually, and it took me 5 years before I stopped mourning her
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's hard.
because they're part of your life, and then they move on. And even though we are spiritual, we know that they continue to live. They're not the same.
No.
They're
No.
not in the
Well,
physical.
that's like Elliot told me the other yesterday or something. Like, I know you can't hear them or see them, but they're right by you all the time.
Yeah, and the thing is, you personally are capable of hearing them. You just tell yourself you can't
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm
because
trying.
you want to so badly, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like soap. The harder you try, we're like
Well,
this.
it's like the more you want something, the less you're going to get it because you want it so bad.
Yeah, and I keep telling people. I keep telling people in spirituality, the slower you go, the faster you arrive. Jelly Bean is jealous as all get out.
Let's see, I can't even hear her though.
Oh, that's really loud squeal.
I didn't hear a thing.
Well, that's good. Well, then most people probably can't.
Um, so I've got a little bit more from Marianne,
Oh,
from
yeah.
Marianne Savino.
We should invite her to come back on again, eh?
Yeah, we should. It says, because we're in Scorpio season, I felt the desire to share about making the journey to meet the dark goddess. Journey to the Dark Goddess. To take the journey to meet the Dark Goddess, which could represent aspects of your own shadow self or the deep, powerful feminine energy, you can embark on a guided meditation or ritual, often involving introspection, connecting with your inner darkness, and exploring your emotions in a safe space. I have to say, I'm doing that. Ideally, during a dark moon phase, this might include visualization techniques, specific offerings, and honoring the raw primal aspects of yourself while maintaining a sense of respect and awareness. The key elements of a journey to the dark goddess. So, your preparation is choose a time, ideally during a new moon or waning moon phase when the energy is associated with introspection and the subconscious.
They don't
Create,
do it during the dark of the moon?
sorry?
Not during the dark of the moon?
Uh, the new moon or the waning moon. So, but the new moon and the waning moon is the dark of the moon, I think.
No, because there's about 3 days when there's no, it's just dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's when the void is really powerful at that time.
Um, yeah, she doesn't say, she just says the new moon or waning moon phase when the energy is associated with introspection and the subconscious.
Yeah.
Creating sacred space. Find a quiet, comfortable area with minimal distractions, possibly with candles or other symbolic items related to the dark goddess. Black stones, dark colors. That'd be me at my bath every night. Intention getting. Setting clearly define your purpose for connecting with the dark goddess, what you hope to gain from the experience. Do meditation or ritual or grounding. Begin by grounding yourself through deep breathing and connecting with your body. Visualization. Visualize a dark, mysterious landscape or a cave that leads to the dark goddess's domain. Encounter. As you journey deeper, imagine encountering the dark goddess in a form that resonates with you, either Kali, Hecate, Lilith, Black Madonna, Sekhmet, Eric, Eric, Ereshkigal.
I don't know that name.
I don't know that one either. Or Morrigan. I don't know that one
The
either.
Morgan, yeah, that's the one that would be associated with King Arthur, the Celtic god.
Would
Because,
that, would that be Morgana? Morgana?
yeah, that would be one of her names.
And the dialogue, it says, allow yourself to feel your emotions, ask questions, and listen to any messages or insights she may offer. Giving her an offering. Consider making a symbolic offering, such as a dark flower or a drop of water, as a gesture of respect. A sacred dance, transmission in honor of the Dark Mother. Reflect on your experience. Journal your thoughts and feelings from the encounter, including any insights or lessons learned. Slowly bring yourself back to the present moment, feeling grounded and connected. Important considerations are respect and awareness. Approach the dark goddess with reverence and respect, acknowledging her power and potential for both destruction and creation. Personal connection. Choose a representation of the dark goddess that resonates with your own personal understanding and needs. Seek guidance if needed. If you are new to this practice, consider consulting a spiritual guide or experienced practitioner who can provide support and guidance.
Yeah, until you feel confident in yourself, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And one of the things I'd like to add to that, whatever you imagine, it's actually happening. And it may only be happening in the metaphorical or the dimensions, not the physical, but you will notice that it does affect the physical very quickly.
Hmm.
It does. So you want to be extremely careful what you ask for.
Yes.
And sometimes it's not actually a good thing to say this and more, or the best that what is it they say? I want the best that is for me. Sometimes not the best thing to ask for.
No?
Yeah,
Well,
I was reading about it years ago, and the reasoning is the best, according to the universe, may still be a little too vibrationally high for you, and it may cause you stress to have that coming. So you ask, what is the best for me in the vibrational level I'm at?
mm,
So, because the universe, if you ask to go fast, the universe will speed you right up, and it might actually speed you right up to include your death, because the universe is,
you don't want to, you just want to be asking with ease and grace for
yeah,
everything that you ask for. Make sure you put with ease and grace in there.
oh, for sure. That is for sure. And also ask for the level you're at and maybe a bit more,
Mm,
which right now I think is really important because we're moving so fast. We're changing so quickly that it could cause you physical damage
hmm
if you move too quickly, because our bodies don't move as fast as our spiritual.
And I was just going to say that our bodies don't catch up as fast with the spirit, with
Yeah.
our spiritual being
You're
as we
old.
would like it to.
If you're older, your body is going to be slower to respond
And
because
that's where you get,
well,
go ahead.
we have so much more heavier energy that we've already gone through, right?
hmm
So you were from the 60s, right?
50s.
So you're 50s. Well, yeah, both of us are from the 50s then. I'm a little older than you, but we have the energy of the 50s, 60s, 70s, etc., etc.
Right.
And each year we changed, but our bodies still have gone through that wear and tear, the physical
So, and that's why if you're feeling sluggish, tired,
look
take
after
it
yourself.
slowly. Yeah, like give yourself lots of self care.
And a lot of people will find they're throwing up or they have diarrhea, and it's come out of nowhere. But that's just you cleaning out that's cleaning out the physical.
Yeah, it's definitely it's getting rid of all your negative energies, oh, literally your crap.
Cropping up the crap.
Oh yeah,
But
I am just exhausted. Like seriously, so tired.
yeah, no, I know the feeling. I've been spending a lot of the last couple of days just resting in bed. And when Al comes home, I say, you can make soup for yourself.
No, I spent all day Monday pretty much. Charlie and I just laid in bed and watched TV and had little naps and snacked, and
Yeah, well,
that was my day.
and you should do that. You specifically should do that. And
hmm
anybody that's going through something similar to Maddie, you should do that.
And if nobody knows what I'm going through, or some of you don't, I lost my husband October 25th. Plus, I lost both of my daughters the year before,
Within 6 months of each other.
within 8 months of each other. One in
Amen.
October, one in June.
So, and well, for me, being a mother, losing a child is the worst thing in creation. I
hmm
haven't lost a child, but the idea of losing it is the biggest emotional drain I could think of.
Yeah, well, especially when you think what happens to everybody else, not me,
Yeah,
you know. And
yeah.
that's when Destiny went to the hospital. I went, no, she's gonna be fine because
It
she's my
doesn't
daughter.
happen.
She's not gonna die on me.
Yeah,
And then she did.
yeah.
But um, I feel like these last 2 weeks have just taken a big toll. I feel like I've aged about 50 years.
Well, you'll gain it back.
I hope so.
Oh,
'Cause
you will.
I don't like this feeling.
No, but well, one of these days something will come along and it'll lighten your energy, and you go, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And it's not that you forget, because you don't forget, but you have and
Mm-hmm.
something new's coming in, and oh, somebody gave me this bouquet of flowers. How beautiful.
Yeah.
That's kind of an and like you've got those pretty flowers behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we've been on for 30 minutes. If you want to call it, you can, with your,
Good.
if you're tired.
Well, I'm going to be tired either way, and this way at least I get to talk to somebody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I just
What
can't
do
think of much. I know much else to say about the energies. I know we're having a lot of solar flares, which are zapping our energies also.
breathing headaches?
And yeah, yeah.
Mm. So eat protein, eat greens with lots of fiber, drink lots, make sure you get the salts you need, and get a lot of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's what I'm doing right after this. I'm gonna make myself a little bite to eat, and then my bath, and right to bed.
yeah.
Tell ya, it's a good thing I have nobody else in my life because they would go, "Damn, you are one boring woman."
Yeah, and by the time you're ready to have somebody in your life, you'll have more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
that
and I think once the weather changes too, I mean, I hate this time
way
of
it's
year
going to
because
change. It's going to get white.
no,
That's,
I meant for the better in the spring, sunshine.
I know, but that's
And
still,
it will be here before we know it because I can't believe we're already halfway through November, for God's sake.
it's already, I couldn't believe it either. I looked, I got a notice today saying I had a lab for tomorrow, and lab, because I go in every 3 months to have my iron checked.
Mm.
I said, yeah, I'm not going. So I canceled it.
Elijah.
Oh, I just was in a month ago,
Mm.
and I'm sure I'll go in.
And say, but that's another thing that we're coming into too is the full moon. The full moon is on Friday, and it's another super moon.
I thought we had the last super moon of the year.
We're having four of them in a row.
Wow.
This is the last one, I think. But I'm pretty sure that's what I read anyway. That this would be our last one
It's, I
this
suspect,
year.
yeah, but I suspect all the gardens are in.
What's that?
I suspect all the gardens are in. Maybe we'll have a gardening done in there. I'm not going there. Never mind.
Um, trying to. What am I trying to even know what I'm trying to do here? No, not looking for that. I'm just trying to see if I can find anything on the moon.
The full moon, because Friday's 2 days from here, so the tomorrow should be.
Oh, there we go. I don't know. My phone was doing something crazy like your computer did just before we were allowed to go on live. Like
That was
came up
strange.
with some crazy thing.
The full moon.
Full moon. Oc- no, November.
Beaver moon.
Yeah. The chill of November sets in. Embrace the energy of the final supermoon in a rare series of three, known as the full beaver moon. A time to build inner strength for the colder months ahead.
Well, they're really busy beavers.
Some are.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that one, honestly.
Yep. 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 Yep.
But in Edmonton, my daughter takes her dog out for a run, and they have beavers there, and she'll go in the water, and the beavers will go poof with their tail right in front of her, and she's oblivious to that they're telling her to get away.
So apparently, we're going to be feeling the energies of this full moon from November 12th to November 19th,
So
and
yeah,
it will hit us Pacific time at, so it's 4:28 Eastern time, so it'll be 4:32. Are we 2 hours? We're 3 hours, right?
from Eastern Standard we're 3 hours.
So it'll be 1:28 our time,
Okay,
Friday,
in the morning.
um, in the afternoon.
Oh, PM, AM. Yeah.
Um, the Beaver Moon will be the fourth and the final supermoon in this series. The Old Farmer's Almanac, which began publishing full moon names in the 1930s, explains that the full moon is called the Beaver Moon because this is when beavers start taking shelter in their lodges after stocking up for the winter. Good to know. The publication also notes that during the fur trade, this was the season to trap beavers for their thick, winter ready pelts. I'm so happy we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. Though, and the ones in Edmonton, I think they might trap them and move them because they just decimate the trees around. Jen went for a walk, and 2 weeks later, she came back, and all the trees were gone. They just decimated it in a really short time.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, well, they work quick, those
yeah,
beavers. Says the Beaver Moon is positioned as a full moon in Taurus, an earth sign that Thomas says rules wealth, income, material possessions, and the physical world in which we live. Well, that would be nice to see some wealth and income coming in.
well, you should be for no December. You should see things should be shifting for you nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was at Service Canada yesterday and they said it would take about 5 weeks for everything
Five
to be,
weeks, but it'll be back paid, right?
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going through the motions and doing what I need to do.
Sucks.
And I said, and I'm just about done. I think all I've got left really is to go and get the car changed over to my name and to go and see my mortgage company and everything else I've got to check off on. So I'm
The
done.
mortgage company.
Hmm?
Do you have to remortgage?
No, I
No?
just need to take his name off the mortgage.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to go talk to him and see.
I have no idea. I know the guy
I
who
think
does
it
my
wouldn't
mortgage
matter
is,
either way if I left his name on there or not. And I'm going to
I
leave the
don't,
banking information the same because I don't want to switch all that over. That's too much of a pain in the butt. So just leave it.
I would find out if you need to do anything, because if you don't, I'd leave it alone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm just going in to talk to them to see what I'm supposed to do because I have never done this before.
yeah. But I know my mortgage broker, he's ready to retire.
Mm,
And he should have retired now, not next year or the year after.
mm, what else have I got here? Oh, it says so this moon is ruled by Venus, and that's another thing too. We have like 5 planets going into. We were in the shadow
Retro.
on Mercury and Venus, I think it is. They're both going retrograde. We have 5 planets that are going to be going retrograde by the end of the month.
Well, I know the 19th is a lot of people are saying after the 19th, what we've done for the last 16 years, probably we'd be working on relationships.
Mm,
I don't know.
mm,
That's what the astrology says. It's not what I say. I don't know.
yeah.
I
So
do
it's real.
think though I do think it personally, I do think it's not from astrology's point of view, but from my own energy reading. I do think it will be relationships, but not the kind where
That's
we're
what
learning.
I'm. Just what I'm getting into next.
Oh,
It says, ruled by Venus, Taurus focuses on what we value, our beliefs, and the worth we place on everything we have or want, according to Thomas. During these times, we can feel more sensual, crave beauty and luxury, and be a bit more indulgent. Taurus is on the opposite polarity of Scorpio. Together, they exist on the axis of money, power, and sex.
power
Kind
and
of
sex.
appropriate that it's called the Beaver Moon.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna have, many ancient cultures and religions celebrate celestial cycles, including finding ways to honor and harness the power of the full moon. To make the best use of this intense energy, many astrologers believe that a full moon is a great time to manifest your dreams. So, on the full moon, write down everything that you want to manifest. Normally, it's a full moon is to release, is it not? I can't hear you.
On the waxing moon, you on the waxing moon you manifest. On the waning moon, you release.
I know, but on a full moon, I've always released, always, never manifested.
I think the full moon, I think it can be done either way.
Either way. Hmm.
Yeah, so with the waxing moon, probably the first day of full moon would be full on manifestation. Halfway through the day of the full moon, I would switch it over to release.
Hmm.
I usually do the
That
circle.
is actually, when I think about it, I do release, but then I also ask for whatever is for my highest good, to whatever the universe feels is for my highest good
Yeah,
to deliver to me
yeah,
on their time. Don't push the universe.
yeah. No, because they
That
will.
won't be any good. So it says, because Taurus is an earth sign, incorporate plants, gemstones, soil, and other natural elements into your rituals can be effective for manifesting your dreams.
Hmm.
Good to know. That was another thing too. I was supposed to have my live do my meditation that I normally do here at home.
Right?
I was going to do it on Friday, but I
Don't have.
canceled. I just canceled. I don't think that I'm going to be mentally
No,
there to do it.
I give
So
yourself a minimum of a month.
yeah, well, I said we'll relook at next month,
Yeah.
mind you. But then next month it'll probably be running around Christmas time, so people won't be able to come for that because they'll be too busy getting ready for Christmas.
Or they'll go, I really need a break because I'm going crazy.
Or that,
Yeah.
or that. It says, because Taurus rules wealth and money, you can also tap into its energy by creating an altar focused on finances or using green candles. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so if you like to attract romance or increase love, use a pink candle.
And also know that with your intention, it will is more important than anything.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. The rest is all what every sign is going to expect for the new moon, for the full moon, I mean.
And people can Google that for themselves.
So, well, for Virgo, it's take the leap and break free. You
Well,
may now
that
reach a
sounds good for you.
yes, you may
What
now
was
reach a victory around a long distance project or travel situation, perhaps even considering immigration. Yeah, I don't think so. Others may decide to pursue further education, although that's what I was talking to you too about,
I
going.
think I wait until your emotions are.
Oh, most definitely wait. Yeah, I'm not ready to take anything on right now, but I think that because I've had so much death, that I
You
think I
should be
could,
really good at that. Yeah.
I think I would be a good death doula.
Yeah. Oh, I
And the
assume
fact that
so.
I laid with my husband while he was going,
Hmm.
um, and it didn't affect me like I thought it would. Like it just, there was more knowing that I was giving him peace.
It's an honor. My niece is a death doula
Oh, is she?
up in Saskatchewan,
Hmm.
and I don't remember the name of the town.
I don't know. Like, where do you just do it? Like, is it an online thing or?
I don't know. Probably it might be to do it from the North Country because she's pretty far north. It might be. She's got a lot of.
So I'm pretty sure I've seen some advertisements on my Facebook thingy for Death Doula.
They
It's
should
just
have something
it
here in
just kind of
town.
gets me that I think that I can talk so matter of factly about death now.
But the thing is, you've experienced it so much, and you know that it goes on, and that makes a difference.
Hmm.
I mean, how many spooks do you have in your house, right?
How many what?
Spooks.
Spooks? Spooks? I got a few.
Woo!
Apparently, I have a few, and they like to throw things around.
Yeah. So you have everyday experience that life goes on after
Yeah.
passing. And so you become not like, "Oh, well, that's nothing, I don't care,"
Well, and the fact that
but it passionate about it.
you basically stated everything that I was whispering in my husband's ear as he was passing away.
Yeah, that helps.
And, 5 minutes later, he's talking to you, telling you pretty much everything word for word.
Oh, he was so happy. He was just so happy to be on the other side. Uh, I've talked to a few people. There's one guy, he was at his funeral, and he hadn't changed back into being younger yet. And he was walking down the aisle, looking at everybody with his cane, and he was kind of dancing. And his cane's just a flipping everywhere. Mostly, unless they're dying a great deal of fear, mostly they're just so relieved to be on the other side.
And that's why I chose to lay beside him and talk to him as he was going, because I didn't want him to go in fear. I wanted him to have peace.
And he listened to you. And it was because he listened to you that he got to the other side and says, Maddie's right. And he trusted you. And because of that, it was simple transition for him.
Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah. But he does like his golf. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did tell him there's a million golf courses up there.
He says there's one tree that keeps getting in the way.
Well, take it down. You're on the other side. For goodness sake, you can do that.
I think it's more of a challenge than
Ah, wow. Yeah, there you go.
a,
But that was another thing too, is that I did ask him if he would leave me a golf ball someplace at some point in the future. Well, it didn't take him long that I went into his car to get something, and there in the back seat was a golf ball with a little rock.
and
I
then that
collect
other
rocks.
rock too
I,
is
I
was
collect rocks, and so I'm pretty sure that he put the rock there just as a double double confirmation.
yeah. But he gave you the moonstone too, right? That's shaped like a moon, crescent moon.
Oh, it was a rose quartz.
Yeah, and he told me he really liked the rose quartz. Yeah, he told me before you got it, actually.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, well, it was a little bit of a shock. Like I said, I'd been in my purse I don't know how many times to take out change,
you
and
should
this,
get it so that you can wear it as a necklace. That would be really
well,
kind of.
I can give it to you.
I can probably do something with it.
I
It would
certainly
be
can.
it would be a challenge because I've never done one like that.
Well, it's pretty. I mean, it's just in the shape of a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, but I've never done one that's shaped like that.
Hmm.
It'd be kind of a cool challenge.
Well, I'll bring it to you. I think I still got some Swiss chard in my garden too. So
It's not frozen yet, hey?
nope, It will stay there. It'll stay good until at least the first two couple of snowfalls.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Listen, my legs are killing me.
Okay. We can
I,
call it
I just really,
45 minutes.
yeah. And Jennifer says hi.
Hi, Jen.
I was wondering, do our fur babies or our family members that have passed away care if they are cremated or no?
My family
Eh,
members have passed away. If they care, they're cremated or buried once they're in. I don't think they would they?
no. If you cremate them and make them into jewelry or something, they might get a charge out of that. Yeah,
That would be my daughters are in this ring.
yeah,
Both.
it's beautiful. But I mean,
Everybody looks at it and thinks it's an opal.
it looks like an opal.
It does.
Yeah, but even that, they know you're in their hearts, in your heart. So that's all they really care about is that they spend time with you and things like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, so no, I don't think so. It's like same as human being. You ask Ted, no, I don't care. You know, how Ted would answer. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't. They people don't care when they get to the other side
No.
because to them it's just a body that was
Just a
carried them
meat
through
suit.
life. Yeah,
Just a meat suit. That's what everybody. I hate that saying, the meat suit, but
it is sounds a
that's what
little.
we are. We're. It is very cool, and I just love this ring so much. It's a feather. It's actually a feather, which is even cooler because my daughter. I don't know if you can really
Yes,
see it.
destiny.
His destiny was really connected to the eagles.
So Jennifer says, "Wow, so cool, Maddie."
Hmm. Yeah, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's still doing them. I didn't. I thought that this was going to be her last one, just because she's so busy working and stuff. But Angie wanted to know if she was still doing it. She wants to get necklaces made for her little girls out of
For her
uh,
dog.
her dog's ashes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I connected them together, and she'll
That's
probably get
good.
her necklaces.
That's sweet. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, well, like I say, my legs are driving me insane.
All right. We can go. I'm hungry anyway, and I want to go have a bath and go to bed.
Sounds like a plan.
God, I hope I get it. I really hope so. I really hope I meet someone soon that will take me out of
Oh, you have to
my
go through the
boring
morning.
zone.
You have to go through the morning.
Oh, I'm
When
not talking about anything romantic or anything. I'm just
oh
talking
yeah,
about getting out of the house, and
yeah.
because I could literally stay if I didn't have to go out for groceries, I would not leave my house.
Well, I haven't left the house for 2 weeks,
I I
3 weeks.
I would be good with that.
Yeah, because our dog and cat haven't quite got to the place where we want to take them in the car together or
Oh,
leave them alone together.
yeah.
So once they do that, I'll go grocery shopping. We have no, well, we do have veggies. Elle finally bought some veggies.
Jennifer says her grandmother wanted to be buried, but her daughter had her cremated. I'm happy to know that she is at peace with that decision. I've cremated and buried my fur babies depending on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't buried them, but I have a bedroom full of ashes. I just added Ted to them.
Well, my mom wanted to be buried under a tree
Hmm.
or a rose bush or something, and my brothers said, "No, absolutely not." And
Why not? What does it
uh,
hurt him? There's that
it's
beautiful new cemetery that we have that you can bury under trees,
because he's a stuffed shirt.
because that's not the proper way to bury.
Yeah. So instead, my mother's buried down on the coast, and I will never go there.
That's not fair.
I
She
didn't
lived.
think
She lived here.
she's buried next to her mom and dad.
Well,
but
I guess there's that.
but I'll never go there or never go see her again or anything because I do not like the coast.
No, I don't like going down there. When I was down there, it was everything in me to not turn around and come right home. Too much traffic, too much.
It's just like being a
Yeah,
pressure cooker, right?
yeah.
You get past hope and it's, oh my God, there's a zillion people's energy.
Hi, baby.
Yeah. Anyhow, let's call it because, like I say, my leg's killing me, and
Well, and Charlie's decided to wake up and bug me for food.
which means you probably have to spend time looking after him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been very needy these last. I don't know. Is it the energy? I guess it's the energies, right? Because he's been very needy.
I
Very
might be, yeah. I
like
think,
he has to be by
well,
beside me.
winter's coming, and I think it's a cocooning time for part of it.
Uh,
But I don't know. I know Jelly Bean when Dad Jen came in August, Jelly Bean showed that she needed to have fur buddies around.
hmm
And so that's part of, well, we'd already put our name on a list for the cat, but it was time.
hmm.
Yeah. Now she sits there and she shakes because she wants to be play with the kitten, and the kitten says, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, I
Anyway,
don't know. Charlie just needs the love, like
yeah.
constant, driving me crazy.
What you should get is one of those miniature cats, right? That don't grow any bigger. Except that I
I don't.
understand.
I'll have to do something.
Yeah. I
We
don't, I guess these cats with the short legs, I guess it's hard on their legs. They're saying they sure
they're,
cute though.
they're oh my son-in-law has one. Um, Crap. What are they called again?
Don't remember.
I was gonna say rag dolls, but they're not rag dolls.
Yeah, ragdolls are pretty big,
And I mean, their legs
but
are like
their legs and they walk
tiny little short
like
legs.
this.
Hi,
Yeah,
baby.
I guess somebody said that it's really their short legs cause them pain after a while.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's true or not, or if the guy was just being cranky.
Yeah, maybe.
You have to be so careful nowadays with all the information you get.
No kidding, right?
Yeah, because sometimes people say things because they want it to be true, not because it is true.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay, let's go then.
Have a great week. We'll see everybody on Sunday. Aisha, come back on Sunday for the interactive, 1:30 Pacific time. So if you want your question answered ASAP, ask your question right away.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
there's a name, if you any name is involved in anything, please give the name also.
You don't need the last name, just the first name is great.
Right.
Okay.
Jennifer, you have a wonderful evening. Say hi to Tay Tay.
Yeah. And
And
tell Tatey to reach out to me on Sunday.
would you stop it? Oh, see, he's slapping me like, come on.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later then.
Okay.